Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Map Showcase. In this video, we're going to be building the Congress Nacional in Brasilia, one of my favorite places of all time. This building is the Congress building of the entire country of Brazil, which houses the Federal Senate and the Chambers of Deputies. Now, this building is built in Brasilia, which is a pretty much a capital city built in the 1950s, so it's actually one of the newer cities you ever see, which is why you see down there the roads are super wide, 6 lanes in one direction, no joke. But the good news is, this city never gets traffic. So what we're building here is the National Congress, the Congress National Building in the north, in the like the peak of Brasilia. And this is the part where it all starts, kind of the monumental axis, which is what the huge roadways are on either sides. So the challenging part about this building is that it's actually built on a hillside. So I have to do all these measurements, which you see all those gold blocks for. Measurements to know how steep to make the hill peach. The hill peach. So that's what all the gold blocks are there. So that's what definitely a challenging part of this build. I didn't actually expect to do that. Well, I should have, but I didn't. So getting over that was pretty fun. And you can see here the roadways is also going down the hill as well. So it kind of forms this nice, I guess, horseshoe shape. And on the left side of that road, there is actually a cliff there. So you don't want to fall down there for sure. You see I'm going down, all the way down to the plaza, which I might build in the future. The plaza where the presidential office building is on the left, and on the right of this view would be the Supreme Court. So here I'm finishing up the hillsides, and see that stone platform there? That's where the actual building itself is going to be. But before I do that, I have to make the roadways that leads up to the building. And yeah, believe it or not, I haven't even started the building yet. I've been just getting the hills down and trying to get those correct, which ended up being fun. It didn't end up being too bad. It just ended up being kind of tedious and a new experience for me. I had to do a lot of measuring to get that right. Oh, we actually started the actual Congress National itself. It is a very open building, one of the easiest that I actually built today, just because how simple it is. Unlike what I'm used to, is all the elemental features and all that good stuff. But no, this building gets straight to the point with concrete, which I'm using smooth quartz in this case. I don't know if there's a better block to use other than smooth quartz, but stone look too gray, so I want to use something a little bit more white to represent the concrete. So there probably is a better block to use, but I couldn't think of any. I just did the roof, and of course the roadways takes you underneath the actual building itself. And of course, yep, inside there is all glass above. It's a pretty much a glass building, but the glass isn't too obvious. What you're going to see later on this time lapse here. And if you like this, what I'm doing now, please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. I try to do more of it. Uploads have been slow lately because I'm in school, but I promise it should speed up again once I'm out of school. So stay tuned for that, and I have a series planned, which I think will be amazing. But we'll see. Alright, I'm doing the underground ballet parking area. This is where you would, drive your car and to drop off wherever you want to drop off. Because Brasilia, the city of Brasilia, is pretty much built for the car. So you'll see a lot of parking. Like there's no shortage of parkage or dropping off areas. Remember how wide the roads are in this one area. 6 lanes just for a normal roadway. That is crazy. You can see me doing the interior, which is just in case just walls, just to give it a little bit of depth to the building instead of just being a little glass wall, which looks ugly and yucky. There's some ramps going in. Going to the roof, yeah, you can actually gain access to the roof of the building as well as the first level, which is pretty interesting. You can also gain access from the roadways as well, it seems, on the left and right side. Although there's no sidewalks there, so you have to be kind of careful when you cross those 6 lanes of traffic. Even though there's not much traffic at all, but you know. But yeah, that's the pool which surrounds the building. And yes, I literally mean surrounds the building. That's another thing you'll see in Brasilia though. A lot of buildings have pools and water features. Like across the street on the left side, I forgot the name of the building, but it actually has waterfalls coming from the building and into its pond, into its pool below. So that's a pretty cool, unique feature of this area. You can see me playing around with the back facade there. So this building is actually 2 levels, as you probably saw in the front. So I kind of made a little mistake, not really a real mistake, but I made a little observation that the back wall should be actually taller. So that's just what you saw me doing, playing around with there. So the Congress National actually has these two, I think, 200-meter tall buildings in the back of it, which you'll see tower over this building. So that's what I'm doing right now. They're almost skyscraper height, I would say. I think they're like one of the taller buildings in the city. It's for sure one of the taller buildings, but I don't know about the tallest building. Not including the TV tower, of course. Those don't never count. There he is going up. And to make things more fun, there's actually 2 of them. So that's very fun. And there we go, 2 tall towers sticking up, and of course there's like 2 sky bridges which actually bridge both buildings, which is amazing. I believe those 2 buildings are just office buildings, I'm pretty sure. Because that's the only thing I think of using them for. There's a sky bridge coming up in the center, and of course we have to top it off with a nice, spanking, beautiful roof. Even though it's just a normal roof, but whatever. Call it spankily beautiful anyways. So with that, now this building, the most popular pop thing about this building, it actually has these bowls coming from it, these domes slash bowls. So you can see me placing them. The one that is flipped over on the left side is for the Federal Senate, and the right side saucer or bowl is for the Chambers of Deputies. And the reason why it's like that is because the chamber is supposed to get information from all the other states in Brazil, while the other one is more, I guess, enclosed, so it just runs itself from the deputies instead of actually getting feedback directly from the other states. I don't know how it works specifically, but that's what I understand from it. You can see me working on the backside, just across the street of the plaza. This is like the last block of the monumental axis. So lots of parking quests going on. Now you can actually see me placing down trees there, all on the left side. Oh, sorry, on the left side where the camera's facing right now. It's all palm trees for that block, for that little patch, I should say. And on the right side is actually like some type of different trees. So that's an interesting concept. I believe those were supposed to go down the entire monumental axis, but I guess they canceled that feature for whatever reason, so it's only on this one part of the axis. We just did the left side, now we're doing the right side, the Senate side. some parking, some tree and some gates. And also some underground parking as well. And in case you're wondering, yes, that tower, those two office towers, is actually placed right inside the pool, which is pretty interesting, I have to say. Something that I would not think of doing for sure. There's a security hut right there. Just beyond that, I'm going to be doing the ramp to the actual building, and then the other ramp to the Congress National itself, and as well as underground parking. And great, a tree is blocking the entire view. That's fantastic. Oh, now it's gone. Not a big deal. Haha. And then from there, of course, I'm going to be doing the final touches. For the final touching, fixing everything up, make sure everything's good, giving all those ugly gold blocks, and that'll be it for this time lapse. So what I'm going to do is once I'm done, I'm going to hop down there and see how it looks. Alrighty, crossing the 6 lanes of traffic to see this beautiful building. And honestly, what took the most amount of time, similar to the Capitol building except less extreme, was the landscape. Doing this hillside took forever, but you can see it's pretty much a slope, which leads down to the center of that pool there, just in front of the Congress National building. Very hard to do. Not very hard, but it was pretty tedious and a little bit time consuming, but it wasn't too bad. You can see some llamas there. It's just enjoying the view, some cows. Beautiful, beautiful views of the National Congress. And beyond this roadway, of course, would be the rest of the monumental access, including more of these fields. So like a strip of green going up to the bus station in the center. You can see the National Congresso building, or Congress National building. You can see the two bowls on either side, the deputies and the Senate. Deputies on the right, the Senate on the left. Um, oh, we finally made it. So there's actually these two ramps. One that goes up to the roof, and yeah, this ramp in real life does actually go up to the roof of the building, and this one goes to the first floor. Underground is simply just a ballet area, nothing too interesting. It's just where you drop off passengers or whatever. It's dark right now because I forgot to add lighting, but I will do that of course once I find how this place looks like at nighttime. It sure looks beautiful. There's all the bowls on either side. One is turned over, one is getting some water inside of it, so you can actually use that one. But this one is flipped over. You see, it's pretty tall as well. This is like I would say these two bowls are the only part of the only ornamentation in the whole entire building. I'm pretty sure. There might be a few others, but those two are definitely the biggest. And unfortunately, there is really nothing in those two bowls, so that is sad. I wish there was something interesting going on in there, but there's actually nothing. At least what I read is nothing. There's all the two office towers, very, very tall. Some parking spaces, of course. And you can see these trees. These trees was going to go, I believe, all the way up the axis, but I guess they canceled the project, that part of the project for whatever reason. And if you didn't know, Brasilia, where we are right now, were all designed at once. It was a city designed all at one time. So unlike other cities which got expanded, Brasilia was a whole master plan, which what makes this build or this city so amazing, and which is why I say it was one of my favorites for sure. And you can see the tunnel which goes into, I believe, the federal court or something like that, or towards there. So yeah, this is the Congress National, And for part two, if this is going to be part two, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to be building this plaza in the further back, which includes the Supreme Court, the Congress, the Congress, of the presidential office, and possibly the flagpole and the museum down there. So I hope you all enjoy this video. If you like it, please leave a like. If you hate it, please leave a dislike instead. But if you really enjoy it, please consider subscribing. Catch you all next one. Take care. Bye bye. One last vlog. I'm not going night mode because I didn't prepare this for nighttime, so whip.